Internal Revenue Service IRS tax news. All taxpayers have the right to appeal an IRS decision in an independent forum. Good luck. Let's read on here. So IRS Tax Tip 2021-141, September 23rd, 2021. Taxpayers have the right to appeal an IRS decision in an independent forum. This is one of 10 basic rights known collectively as the Taxpayer Bill of Rights. There's a link to the Taxpayer Bill of Rights here that all taxpayers have when dealing with the IRS. The IRS Independent Office of Appeals, there's a link to that here, handles a taxpayer's case must be separate from the IRS office that initially reviewed that case. Generally, this office will not discuss a case with the IRS to the extent that those communications appear to compromise the independence of appeals. Here are some points to remember about the right to appeal a decision in an independent forum. A statutory notice of deficiency is an IRS letter proposing additional tax. So general scenario, you get a letter, hey, you owe more tax, says the IRS, we think, according to our position, based on, of course, the law. And then the question is, well, what do you do at that point if you disagree with them? Do you have some recourse? Remembering that when you disagree with them, if you do indeed disagree, then it can't simply be, well, I don't think this is fair that you're charging me a tax. What you're talking about is a disagreement with regard to the law. So if you're saying, hey, I don't think that your position, IRS, that you took is in accordance with the law, and I think my position is in accordance with it, and so I should be able to justify that, what I've decided in accordance with the law, then that's when basically you might take action of some sort at that point. So taxpayers who receive this notice and who then timely file a petition with United States tax courts may dispute the proposed adjustment before they must pay the tax. Taxpayers are entitled to a fair and impartial administrative appeal of most IRS decisions, including many penalties. Taxpayers have the right to receive a written response regarding a decision from the IRS Office of Appeals. So the IRS can't, if you appeal, the IRS shouldn't just basically ignore it and say, we're just not even going to address or get back to your issue on that and just kind of ignore it. They gotta go through the process, and it's a bureaucratic system that is fairly good at going through the process here. So when taxpayers don't agree with the IRS's decision, they can refer to Publication 5, Your Appeal Rights and How to Prepare a Protest if you don't agree. So there's a link to that here. So remember, when you're making a protest, of course, of any sort, you don't want to say just what you're feeling in terms of, I'm outraged. I am outraged that you have charged me a tax, and I will not, you obviously want to format your letter in the way that it's going to possibly most be effective. You want to tell the reader what they need to hear, not, an emotional response on, on what you're feeling in terms of the tax, right? So you want to basically put the letter together in a formal structure in a way that it's going to appeal to getting what you want to get done, which would most likely be to reverse the tax of some kind or remove the penalties or something like that. And so you want to structure it in the way that it's going to be most likely to do that, and then structure the argument in such a way that it's in alignment with, an argument based on the law generally. So generally, taxpayers may file a refund suit in a United States District Court or the United States Court of Federal Claims if they have fully paid the tax and the IRS has denied their refund claim. No action is taken on the refund claim within 6 months. It's been less than 2 years since the IRS mailed them a notice denying the refund. So more information can be found at the links below, including Publication 1, Your Rights as a Taxpayer, Taxpayer Advocate, United States Tax Court, online videos and podcasts of the appeals process. There's links to all that wonderful information, and there'll be a link to this in the description.